Today we are going to be unboxing this little beast right here. This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo. I am going to show you everything that comes in the box of this awesome little camera that honestly I think is probably the best all-round camera under $1,000 for doing YouTube content, whether you're outdoor vlogging, shooting some indoor footage, even if you're just trying to create some quick social media videos, and not even just that, just for recording videos while you're on holiday, doing time lapses. This thing is awesome. And from all the videos that you've probably seen so far on the Pocket 3, you can see why a lot of people are picking this up and putting it in their pocket. Now, DJI made us wait, I think, almost 3 years for this, and it looks like they've listened because it's almost like they featured everything that we could have asked for, everything that we were asking for, that we wanted to happen to the Pocket series, and they went and did it. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't think they'd put a 1-inch sensor in it. I thought it would be the same sensor as the DJI Action 4, which is still a good sensor, but they've gone and put a 1-inch sensor in it. This thing basically kills, unless you need the zoom range or the HDMI output, this thing absolutely kills the Sony ZV-1, especially the Mark II that's retailing for £800 plus. This Pocket 3 Creator Combo, which comes with a bunch of accessories, which you're going to see in a second, retails for £620, I believe, in the UK. And the standard one is $490. And I think it's worth spending the extra money on this. I think for all the accessories that you get, a few of these ones in the box, you're going to be picking up anyway afterwards. So I think just go for it, you know, unless the drawstrings are that tight, I don't think they're charging you, you know, massive amounts of money for all the little extras. Sadly, all the other bits that I wanted to buy sold out quite quick, so you can't get ND filters yet because they're sold out everywhere, which is a little bit annoying. And I also want to get the black mist filter as well, because I have found, I've already played around with the Pocket a little bit, I have found that it just still looks a little bit too sharp for me. So in that box here, you've got the black case. I just wanted to get it out of the way. The white box out of the way because I've got auto ISO on. And this is the case for it that can fit the Black Pro mist filter and the included wide angle lens. You also then get this second package, the important package, the one that's holding the package, that's got all of the gubbins in there. You get this nice zip case to put everything in. I'd have preferred a little plastic hard case, but this is nice, the fact that you can carry this much camera and all the accessories and this little poucheroonie here with all its bits in it. So like I said, I have had this out, I have had a little play. So this isn't the original peel reveal. As you can see, some fingerprints on there, but the rest of the stuff I haven't really had a look at. Well, had a little look at the mic, so let's have a look at the mic first, and we'll take a little look at the Pocket 3 at the end. So this is the new DJI Mic 2. Now, when these reviews came out, the reviewers didn't really talk about the microphone that much. And I kind of feel like maybe DJI said to them, don't talk about it that much because it's the mic that's going to be with our unreleased DJI Mic 2. I'm not the biggest fan of the clear front, and I believe that that is a lot more prominent than the original DJI mic. I don't like branding on them, so I don't like that white in front of it, but you can plug a lavalier into it. And then you've also got the mic capsule in there. And then there is also, I think it's one of these ones. Let's have a little look in here. It also comes with the magnet as well. So here is the included magnet as well. So you can attach it to your clothing and all of that stuff. But the really cool thing about the DJI Mic 2 is that it records internally at 32-bit float. So now these are connected, and you can see we've actually got that newer microphone bar that they added in the update on the Osmo Action 4. So we've got a bit more of a better look on the mic view. But the cool thing on here is, look, watch this. As I hit the record, and it's now recording video, it's also triggering. You can set this in the menu settings to internally record on the DJI mic as well, because I will have to test this a little bit more in the field, because I believe that this connects to Bluetooth for this one. It's got 2.4 gigs and Bluetooth connectivity, the DJI Mic 2. There is also a wind filter for the DJI mic as well. So we've got a little wind filter that just simply, you see that there, just plugs in the end. Boom. Good to go. And sadly, there's not a sticker to cover the logo. And then there is this little thing as well, a little hand strap in that pouch. What else have we got in here then? So there is the wide angle lens. So that simply just magnetically clicks on the front, and this takes it from a 20mm equivalent focal length to a 15mm focal length. The only thing that I have found with this is that it does add a little bit of distortion around the edges, but that's what you're going to expect on a wide angle lens. You can just see how quick this thing starts up and turns off. So we'll have a little look at that in a second. And then what else have we got? USB-C cable to charge it. Pretty boring. And then there is the tripod mount. I don't understand why they couldn't fit one on the bottom, but there is one for mounting to a tripod here. So it says when detaching on there, press and hold the release button. So it's just going to put that on there. You can see it sort of snaps into place there, makes it a little bit taller. But the cool thing here is it's added the USB-C around the back as well. So that's going to be quite nice because you can plug USB microphones into this. And if you had a handle with like the shotgun microphones, if you were doing something like the Rode microphones, kind of going to be leaning into that cable into your hand, or even if you're just charging it. And that means that you could actually damage the connector on the pocket. At least this way, if it ends up getting damaged on the back, you've only really damaged your little tripod grip. So that's quite nice. But it does end up making the device a little bit bigger. And then we have this piece here. This is the extended battery. And I'm glad to see that this replaces the do-it-all handle, because before you would have to buy that handle so you can do like all of the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all of that stuff to, you know, get those extra features or plug a microphone into the pocket. And I wasn't that keen on it. There we go. 100% charge. So it does add some length to it. But in fact, this feels so much nicer in the hand. I wish that they added a little bit of sculpt into this around the back. And we've got the USB-C, and if it focuses, we've got the tripod connection as well. But this is already feeling so much nicer in my hand from initial testing. It just feels, so much nicer with that on there. So I think this will always be charging on there. And you can do fast charging as well. I've been plugging it into 30-watt chargers and it charges really quick. I haven't really got all the specs and numbers for you today. And I'm sure reviewers that pay more attention will probably show you that. There we go. Yeah, that's just not as nice. Oh, that's so much better. That's not quite clicking into place for me though when I do these. Let's have another little look at this. Let's have a look. Let's just click that in. Ah, it's done it fine now. Probably because I was just doing it at a bit of an angle. Updating battery handle. Okay, maybe I should just leave that for a second. One of the other really cool things as well is that when you plug in the battery handle, when it's turned off, for example, maybe if you're going away, you can see it will just wait for a second there, and it will tell you how much charge you've got on each device. So that's really good to see that. And there is one extra accessory in the bag right at the bottom here. You get the little mini tripod as well. If I can get into it. Oh, this is stressing me out. So weak. I've had such a busy day. So that can screw into the bottom here to give you even more support. This is going to be nice for doing like little jibby shots and stuff like that, because it's just going to give you, you can't really see it there, but it's just going to allow you to grip it into places. So this is it at its full length, and it does look a little Frankenstein, but yeah, it's really cool. I really like that. So let's just have a little look around the Pocket 3 then. As you can see, the screen is a touch screen. It's going to pick up fingerprints, 2-inch OLED, really easy to see outside, really bright, and just looks generally quite good. I just feel like there should be more buttons on it. I feel like having another button here and having custom buttons to do different things would have been really good. So you've got the record button, and obviously it's also a power on and off button. You can customize what happens when you turn the screen around. And then you do have this 5D joystick here as well. But I just feel they're missing out. Like even a trigger there where the microphone is, I feel like that could just, you know, have a trigger. And that would be really good to see. SD card slot here on the side. So this isn't weather sealed. That's probably the only drawback on this. So you are going to need to watch out for it. I'm actually going to probably take out the care refresh on this. I don't normally do it, but I can just see myself dropping this, and I can see it. I mean, I've never dropped any of my other cameras, but maybe I just feel because of the gimbal, it's a bit fragile. I'm not trying to sell care refresh here or be an affiliate, but I think, yeah, maybe I might try that out. Nice grip on the back there. You can see that there. once it focuses, USB-C on the bottom, and then you've got like those grip connectors. Okay, so let's just see how it pops in the case there. See, that's magnetic, so you can put your wide angle lens and the Black Pro Mist as well. And I believe it goes in this way. I believe that's it. To keep all the sensor, all that protected, and that is just an additional case for it. Hopefully we see some like third party kind of cases, skins and grips coming out. I feel like that ergonomic can be improved with a little grip that plugs into the bottom, allows a USB pass through, but still, yeah, makes it a little bit square, isn't it? So that's something that I would like to see there. And you've seen it turn on a couple of times in the video here. You can see that mic's connected straight away there when it was already turned on. We've got the mic level. So you can see there the screen is really bright. And this does feel really nice, actually. I was panicking a bit when I first saw screenshots of this because there's been a lot of leaks. I was like, did they just stick an Action 4 in the middle of a pocket? I thought that's going to be really bad for the ergonomics. But the fact that you can turn it round, and as you can see there now, it's just switched to the 3K vertical resolution. Oh, it's just game changing. It's absolutely game changing. And let's just turn the sensor around so it's facing me. Hey, there I am. Where am I? Now I'm on zoom. Hey, there I am. You can also use this as a webcam as well. It's only rated to 1080p though. All the USB-C ports are going to support USB audio as well. You can also use USB-C to 3.5mm adapters. And yeah, it's just awesome. The build quality and most importantly, the image quality. So let's take it outside. Let me give you my initial assessments of what I really like about this and a couple of things I'd like to see them fix in firmware in the not so distant future. Okay then, quick video test. Before I tell you about what settings I'm using and all of that sort of stuff, I just want to take a moment to say, having this thing with the extended battery plugged into it and then just having it in like that plastic protective case that was in the second box and being able to just whip it out of my hoodie pocket is freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. It's like game changing. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start filming. I haven't had to set up one of my cameras. I haven't had to decide which lens I want to use and go through all the settings. I'm just pretty much ready to go from the second that I pop it out of my pocket. That's why it's called the Pocket. That's probably why it's called the Pocket. And you're listening to the DJI Mic 2 at the moment as well. We are at 4K, 25 frames per second, and we're just using the standard picture profile. Now, the standard picture profile is 10-bit, but it's only 10-bit in H.265. So if you're going to be using H.264 video compression, it will be 8-bit. And also both the D-Log-M and the HLG picture profiles can only run on H.265. Which is the 10-bit. Now, before I started this video, I double tapped my face. So as I spin around now, it just keeps me in frame the whole time. And just look at how well it handles exposure. This is something I wasn't able to do with the Osmo Action 4. And the cool thing is with this as well is while you're recording, you can actually change the exposure. Again, you couldn't do that with the Osmo Action 3 or 4. So at the moment, I've got the sun coming directly on me. And if I turned with the sun behind me, with the Action 4, what it would do is it would expose for the sky. So it does, I think, like average exposure. So as you can see right now, what's happening is it's exposing for my face, but blowing out the sky, which is what you want it to do. You always want your face to be exposed when you're vlogging. But if I did that with the Osmo Action 4, honestly, I would just turn around and my face would be like just gone, completely overexposed. And even here now, I'm just literally going through some trees. I'm being covered, I'm being shaded. I couldn't do it with the Action 4. Now, as for the exposure, I have got it on auto at the moment and I'm not able to maintain the golden degree, 180 degree shutter rule, but I will be able to do that once I've got ND filters. But I've got it set so it's just at minus 0.7, which is maybe a touch underexposed when, you know, I've got the sun behind me. It might take a second to go. As you can see there, when I've got the sun directly on me, if you have it set to 0 or minus 0.3, and I'm not going to really tweak around with the colours too much on this, it really does mess with the exposure. It's just getting to the time where everyone's coming to the park. Now, I did say earlier that I think the sharpness is a little bit too much, and I've got it set to -2 at the moment, but I definitely think I'm going to have to put the black filter on it when I'm able to get one of those. Feels much better with the battery handle. Just like so much more comfortable. Like I said, that's all I brought out. I brought out that and this mic. Easy, happy days. As for the DJI Mic 2 as well, like I said, it is recording internally. There is a noise cancellation feature on it as well, so I'll just turn it on. There we go, this is now noise cancellation, which sounds pretty rough. So that's something that they've added to it. And that's it without noise cancellation. Probably just do all that stuff afterwards. Let's just see what it looks like with a wide angle lens on it. So wide angle lens, no wide angle lens. Wide angle lens. Oh, no wide angle lens. I've really got to start being a little bit more careful with this thing. I'm definitely going to have to take that care refresh out. That's with a wide angle lens there. So let's just do a little walk with it so you can sort of see if anything's distorting. Let's try and put that towards the edge. What is it, that light behind me, that street lamp? But yeah, you get quite a nice field of view here. This is me with my arms out, full length, with the wide angle lens. We'll just do a spin round. Anyway, that is just a quick test of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll be back with plenty of content on this camera very soon.